Hello, Mr. Charlton. I'd like to ask you a few questions about soccer. How do you account for doing so good in Germany?
Preparation, hard work, and having some good players.
Yeah.
You put it all together and you come up with a team.
All right then. What do you think of the English press saying that you're a bunch of mercenaries playing for the money? Because you all nearly come from England, Scotland and Wales around.
The players playing for the Republic in an international match get something like, I think it's between £150 and £200 per game.
Yeah.
Now, to say they're mercenaries and only play for the money is nonsense. Most of the lads here, or a lot of them anyway, are on £1,000, £2,000 a week in England, some of them more. So they don't come for the money, they come because they want to play international football, and they've got relatives who were born here in the Republic. And like I said before, anybody that's born in the Republic is, and you've always exported people, you know, it's nice for them to come back and help you out now and again.
Okay. You lost Brady in Europe through suspension, and now he's unavailable because of an injury. Is that the end of it? Is he gone now?
I don't know. I would hope not. I would like to see Liam come back just to play in a game for part of it, if it just was the end. I didn't like him going out like he went out, being sent off. I'd like to see him come back and play another game.
So he will be coming back?
I don't know. He's got a very nasty injury. He's playing at the moment, but he's not competing as Liam could compete.
So he won't be in for the World Cup?
I don't know, but I hope so.
Okay, were you happy with the result against Northern Ireland?
No, I wasn't. I thought we should have beaten Northern Ireland. I thought we had enough chances in the game and we had enough control of the game to have won it. We didn't exercise the control we had on the game at times when we should have done it. We should have put the game together a little bit better than we did. And I was disappointed that we didn't score. And if we had scored, we'd have certainly won the game.
Yeah, was it a big disadvantage playing without any supporters?
Well, we've got a good bunch of players here. They're all very experienced now with playing in front of very hostile crowds. If you played in front of, we did very well against the Dutch, playing them in the European Championships. And the Dutch crowd couldn't have been more anti, really, although the result was good for them. Actually, to play in front of a big, massed orange audience was difficult for the lads. And I don't think going to Northern Ireland worried them at all.
Were you afraid going up now?
No, not at all. Why should we be afraid?
Do you ever think there'll be an All-Ireland team, North and South?
That's one I keep getting asked, and I don't like to answer it, because I'm not going to please everybody. If I said I would like to see an All-Ireland team, people would say, so I would upset some people. If I say I wouldn't like to see an All-Ireland team, I'll upset somebody else. So it's a only one that's not up to me to decide. It's up to the people who run football here. When they decide it, then that's their decision, not mine.
Would you like to see it?
Not particularly. I don't care one way or the other.
What's the value of playing a team like Tunisia?
The value is that I can play some very exciting players we've got. We've got a young boy, Mark Kelly, who is an extremely talented boy, and he needs to play at this level. And we've got the boy Staunton from Liverpool who's come on two very young lads. They need to play. They can play with the senior players in this game, and I'm not watering the team down too much. In other words, I can throw a couple of young lads in who I know will be looked after by the senior players, and it'll ease them into international football. So these games against Tunisia are very important. I mean, Tunisia aren't a bad side. They have qualified for World Cups, which we've never done.
Okay, Tony Cascarino has really shown lately, yet John Aldridge hasn't scored a goal. Will it be will it be Cascarino and David Kelly instead of Aldridge?
No, John Aldridge will play with Tony Cascarino up front. He will start the game. Whether he finishes or not depends on how John's doing.
And why do you play him instead of Kelly? Because Kelly means scorers.
I'm going to use Mark Kelly in a different way, David Kelly. I'm going to use David Kelly in a different role, which you might see happening in some of the friendly matches that we have in the future. And probably we'll see it tomorrow night. I'll use David in a different way rather than playing him up front. And you will see if you come to the game.
I'll be there.
But John Aldridge is, you see, people criticise John for not scoring goals. He's missed a few chances for us, but John does a different role for me. We play behind the fullbacks, which means your forward players have to get to the ball first. Now, they can't really get into the ball first and be in the middle of the goals to score goals. So John's chances are few and far between, and he's missed a few, but he's done tremendously good work in other areas of the field. That's why I keep playing John.
Okay. The game in Budapest tonight, that's more important than the game in Tunisia, really, isn't it?
The game Northern Ireland are playing in Budapest.
In Budapest.
Yes, I would think so. But it's the same thing. We're preparing, and you've always got to have games to preparing. You can't prepare in World Cup matches. You prepare in other games.
The game against the Spaniards in Madrid. How do you fancy that?
It's in Seville.
Oh, sorry, Seville. How will they do against us, the Irish team away?
Well, we're always very competitive. Nobody gives us any start. Nobody takes us lightly anymore. We're very competitive, and I expect us to be very competitive in Seville, and I expect it to be a very close game. And I would look forward to us getting a result there.
How do you describe your style of coaching, managing?
Very simple and direct. Don't complicate the game. Don't overcomplicate it. Keep it as simple as so that players who come from different clubs can understand what you're talking about and can put it into play easily. Nothing complicated in our game. Work hard, chase people, close them down, play the ball in behind them. Don't let them go and turn and feel unsafe on it. Make them feel unsafe on it. And it's all about work rate and where you play the ball and how you work for each other.
Okay then. And how will you win? How will you do in the World Cup? Sorry.
I will be I'll be out of a job if we don't qualify.
All right then. Okay.
And I would like to qualify.
All right then. Thank you.
My pleasure. Thank you.